This is Dorinda Kersey, business instructor at Black River Technical College. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to create a customized ribbon in Microsoft Word 2010. This ribbon can be used to display buttons that will be a huge time saver for you when you are grading assignments where you use comments. I know in the business department, I've spoke with English instructors also who find themselves entering the same comments in students' papers over and over, and it's very time consuming to continue typing that same comment over and over. And I know some of us have chosen to copy and paste those comments back and forth from one document to another, but I think that this option will be an even better solution. So if I go here to my tabs running across the top of my window, I'm going to point to just the View tab here. You could point to any one. Right-click my mouse to get the quick menu, and I'm going to choose Customize the Ribbon. This is going to allow me to add a new tab on the ribbon. And on this new tab, I'm going to rename it Grading. Now, the method that I'm going to use to record these comments is by using a macro. A macro will record all of the steps done on your computer, including typing. So first of all, I'm going to go to the View ribbon, choose Macro, Record Macro. I'm going to name my macro. A common mistake that I find in my students' paper is just a typo. So that's what I'm going to name this macro. Okay, now you see that the little cassette is attached to my mouse pointer. That lets me know that everything I do from this point on is going to be recorded. So now I'm going to go about just as I would if I was typing a comment in a student's paper. I'm going to go to my Review ribbon. I'm going to choose New Comment, and I'm going to type the comment here in the comment box. Okay, when I'm done with my comment, I go back to my View ribbon, and under Macro, I have to tell it to stop recording. Okay, so I have saved that comment in a macro. Now, here is my new ribbon called Grading that I created earlier. I want a button to show on this ribbon that I can just click whenever a student has a typo in their document. So on this ribbon, I right-click. I go back into Customize the Ribbon. This time I'm going to be using the left side where it says Choose Commands for the ribbon. From this drop-down list, I want to choose Macros. And here you see the macro I recorded that I named Typo. And just so that you know, it does apply this to the normal template. So every time you open Microsoft Word, this ribbon will be up at the top with your shortcut buttons. Okay, over here, I have my Grading ribbon highlighted, and that's where I want this button to go. So I'm going to hit Add. Oh, I'm going to have to choose the group under it instead. I'm sorry. Add. And that shows my typo macro will be included on the ribbon. Now, this is a long name, so with it highlighted, I can go down here and choose Rename, and maybe I don't want anything to show except the word typo. Click OK, and you see my button here on the ribbon. Okay, I'm going to go through this one more time with the second comment. So first of all, remember I have to start recording. So I'm going to go to macro, record macro. Okay, this one here, I have to supply a name for it as well. So I'm going to choose line spacing. And you cannot use any spaces when you're naming your macro. You have to put it all together. Okay, so my cassette's showing up. I'm recording again. So I go to my review ribbon, choose comment. Okay, here's my second comment. Type in the text I want the student to be able to see. Go to view. Under macro, tell it to stop recording. Then go back to my new grading ribbon so that I can put the button here. Right click, customize the ribbon. Change it over from popular commands to macros. Here is the second comment that I just created, line spacing. I'm going to add it to my grading ribbon. And then I'm going to rename it. Line spacing is all I really need to show up there. So there's my comment when my students have a typo, when they don't have their line spacing set correctly, and I could go on. Of course, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get this ribbon set up, but once you do get it set up, like I told you a minute ago, it will be there every time you open Microsoft Word. And when you're grading a student's paper, you can just click this button. Notice how the comment comes in automatically with one click. So I hope this will be helpful to you and help you save some time when you are grading all those student papers.